Hey, what's going on? We finally got some news. The TWAB just came in. The This week at Bungie just came in, and for Destiny 2. And if you don't know who I am Opium. And we have news that we've been waiting for a long time. A lot of questions that we wanted Bungie to answer, like where's this game going, where is it progressing, how it's so stale, the problem with Eververse, and pretty much the problems with the gameplay and the end game itself. It's been very well documented. Pretty sure you can find videos out there. You probably seen them already. You're probably tired of all those videos of the XP this, Bungie that. But we're gonna just go skip ahead, and I'm gonna grab the weekly update because I'm gonna read it while you're reading it. I will have a screenshot of it, and I'm gonna get down to it. So it starts. I read the beginning part right here, right? So it starts explaining the seasonals and through the Eververse and pretty much how the expansions are going to work, right? Because we're working through seasons. And I just wanted to get down to pretty much the basics. So for Eververse, it's never going to change. It's never. All the complaints are never going to change. First of all, they make hundreds of millions of dollars, so that is never going to change. Second of all, they have investors and they have stockholders and or shareholders in Activision, and they can't. It will never go away. Sadly, microtransactions, I think, in AAA games and probably in gaming in the future, it's probably going to stay. I mean, if you bought something, you're probably part of the problem. I'm part of the problem. I spent $10 when Destiny 2 first came out. In the whole D1 life cycle, I think I spent $20. I mean, I'm not crazy like those people that spent, literally like $50. I know it's their money, but it's just what the gaming. That's a whole nother separate video. So let me just skip that. So that's never going to change. But what they are doing is the problem with Eververse was in this game is they focused so much on it instead of the end game content that everything that they created was around Eververse. So instead of spending all that time in creating cool weapons and ships and stuff like that, they could have been doing that to improve the gameplay that we need into this game. So that's the problem. My focus is that they're they focus too much on that kind of stuff to try to see nickel and dime anybody as possible. And from what I see here is they're going to make a lot of adjustments and improvements. And the coming with the Crimson's Day that's coming. That's that event they had last time in Destiny 1. So if you're new to Destiny, you're playing Destiny 2 for the first time, never played Destiny 1, it's going to be pretty much a Valentine's event where you play doubles, and that's 2v2 with, I don't know, maybe they have different stipulations and stuff like that. Who knows what they're going to do this year? But so they're going to make it to where finally you can actually earn more of those engrams and stuff like that, and where you can actually do stories where you can earn those stuff that you can get from Eververse. And in this direct quote they put right here, we'll give players more direct purchase options and make adjustments to bright engrams to allow players to get the items they want more often. See, that's what I wanted. Like if I wanted to get something, let me buy it. Like I want that, let me buy it. Like I don't want to RNG an engram and hopefully I get it. Like no, like say I wanted the gear, sell it for $2. Sell the helmet for $2. Let me buy the gear. Like don't sell me a chance at it. Like this isn't like I'll go do that at a casino. I can hit fucking Vegas. I'll go hit I'll go hit goddamn what's the damn shit I used to always go to. Was a Flamingo. I used to love playing Flamingo. I used to love playing the Buffalo slot machines and all that. And the Aztec one. What was that one called? Indica, something like that. Anyways, I digress. So the XP rates, they're never going to change the XP because, of course, they don't want you to get Brian Engrams as fast. The update, there we go. January 30 update. This is for the Masterwork armor. This was leaked a while ago. So they're going to have Masterwork armor for armor, and from here all it says is just one that increases damage reduction while using super. And I'm pretty sure later on in the future they'll have much more better ones. But I guess that for now, I guess it's like, whatever. And they're gonna rework the raids and all the other stuff, like reworking the raids as in I think the rewards you're getting, and they're also implementing like how we used to have in Destiny 1. We used to have raid specific gear, so like if you picked up the like a chalice, you would be running faster. You would have faster agility. You'd be less, harder to kill, or certain gear were good when you were doing the raid. That's what the raid gear for. And in this raid and the layer, it just seems like everything is just purely cosmetic. So it just gives you really no purpose to do it. Well, for me, and I know for a lot of people that I play with. And then they go on talking about how in February they're going to have an update, and the strike scoring is coming back, and I think they're taking away the nightfall timers and stuff like that. The mods are going to get improved. They're trying to make adjustments to quick play, and they said heavy power weapon acquisition. So all that think that to me is they're just going to take away power ammo more often. So only like they kept doing that in the lifespan of Destiny 1, where like literally only spawned like maybe once a game, and I think that's what they're going down to. But I actually feel like that kind of slows down the game, because then you're left with nothing. You're just left with your two primaries, which is what everyone's complaining about. We'll get to that. The two primary type weapons that we have in this system. Um, PC chat, and then the exotic stuff, blah blah blah. Oh, you can finally see your fire team on when you're at. You're like, hey dude, where you at? Oh shit, I'm over here at fucking the sludge. Like, oh shit, all right. So you had to go to the sludge to go see wherever the hell your buddy was at. So now you can actually see where you guys are at. So if you guys are on a fire team, you can say that. But when it goes down to it, I really want to talk about like more of the increments of what they didn't really put. I mean, I know they're putting crucible ranking and stuff like that, but they didn't really address like the big thing was which was the weapon tier system, like the two kinetics. I know it's not a kinetic, it's supposed to be an energy, but I mean I'm talking about the two primary. I meant to say not the kinetic was the wrong word to say, but the two primary type system that they have in this game. I think it's was mostly the problem that people have in this game. That's why it's so slow paced. So I don't know how they're gonna do that heavy hour and fix quick play. I don't know, but there's private matches should be coming back, and it just feels like they're giving us back stuff that we've already had in Destiny One that should have been in this game already. Which, yes, I'm happy to get them back, but it just kind of feels dirty. It feels like I don't know. It feels like if you're a beat like this is no offense to, like domestic abuse, but like it feels like you've beaten, and then and then like he comes back and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I love you, I won't do it again, and then you're like, oh, you take him back. I just feel I don't know, you know what I mean? It just feels dirty. But I do like that the 6v6. They're saying 6v6 is coming. Mayhem is going to be an eventual thing like they did in the Dawning, so that kind of sucks. That should rotate like every week. Like Mayhem should rotate with like say like a Rumble, or I don't know, something. They should always rotate every week. So like every week it should be different or something like that. And pretty much the sandbox stuff that they're gonna do is not gonna be until season three. So February kind of DLC, the next DLC time. I think it's called what the hell is the God of Mars or whatever, some shit like that. I forgot what the DLC is called. But pretty much all about the stuff about like the duplicates, getting better rewards. I understand all that, but what trips me out is yeah, it says it's giving you. What trips me out is by the time that even comes, you'll have everything. So like, I think that stuff is not coming to the DLC when we really need it. I mean, I think we really need it now. And then they keep going into like fall, like it goes all the way to like fall 2018. It goes really really far, and then it talks about item collections, records, weapon slots, additional Crucible playlists, Rumble not coming till fall. So what September? I mean, that's a year. I mean, like Masterwork Exotics, that sounds interesting. Um, Pinnacle weapon and gear improvements, and then Trials of Nine improvements. Shader dismantling not coming into a year. So I got to keep this damn doo doo freaking shader in my freaking thing all the time. I have like 400 of those. What is it called? Those Pacific Blue or whatever the hell they're called. And the other one that you get from the my buddy Dinosaur calls it the poop one. What is that shit called? I don't know. It's the one you get from the gunsmith. Ugh, it's ugly. But they go down the list of a couple of things, and I didn't see anything about the improvement of really what we want is kind of end game content and everything. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, but it just feels like it's such a long process, and it feels like this game is totally getting rebooted, which it should be, and I feel like, man, by the time it gets there, I don't know. I mean, I'm not the typical dude, I love the game, but I will leave the game. I will leave the franchise. Like, I've left COD. I used to be a big Call of Duty head, man, and I left it, and I never looked back. Once I left it, I just got tired of the bullshit. I said, no, I'm not playing this game anymore. And I really don't want to get to this point with this game, but I don't know, man. I mean, I don't want it. judge yet, but looking at all this, I mean, it just seems like it's stuff that's so far ahead. But I'm trying to keep optimistic because I do like it. I do love playing with friends. It's very great, but I just see myself still just only playing this for trials and just to help people out and really just to try to help my channel grow and just the things of the competition of trials. So hopefully the competitive ranks will help me out and actually try to let me play a better, I mean, have a better experience at it. But we'll see, man. I mean, I really look forward to February and January 30th, and we'll see what it is. But until then, I'll catch you guys the next one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace. You can get me. I'm right there. Yeah.
Yeah.